I also interviewed somebody named Stephanie Walsh, who identifies as a 7-year-old girl, and plays with other 7-year-old girls. And he's a grown man, I think in his late 50s. This is why gender cannot be a social construct that people can identify into, because problems like this happen, and then we lose a safeguarding for women and girls.
So let me get this right. Let me get this right.
Yes, I appreciate you at least acknowledging that you read this. That's at least fair.
That's literally all we do. That's literally all we do on this panel.
I never been up here
research
before, so I don't know how you got this.
So did they do anything wrong in this bathroom?
Yeah, being there.
That's not what I asked you. What did they do wrong?
Being there. That's my direct answer to your question. What did they do wrong? Being in a locker room with young girls change while they're
So they didn't harm these girls whatsoever?
Yes, they did. He did. By staring at the girls while they're changing is directly harming them in the locker room.
No. Now, he was staring at the girls? Is that what we're doing?
Yes, he was changing and looking at the girls. That's correct, in the locker room.
Do you know he was looking at the girls?
The girls reported it to police. The girls
reported it to police. The girls.
Well, you don't believe the girls now? You don't believe the young girls that said a man was looking at them?
Okay, where are the reports at? Where's the report at?
The police report? I don't have access to police reports in Canada. They released the news article, said that the children said that he was watching them change in the locker room. You don't believe them?
Okay.
Believe all women. Let me guess. Believe all women unless it's a man in a thong.
So just so we're very clear, if this man was doing it, then that is extremely wrong at the end of the day. It is absolutely extremely wrong. My issue is that when we go around pushing this narrative that this person intentionally identified as transgender so they can look at girls, right? If there is police reports of this, then that man is absolutely wrong. That is absolutely disgusting. I don't condone it whatsoever. My issue is that you're going around just saying this just to be saying it, right? So unless the police report is out and they have been reporting that the girls stated this, right, then I can't go by anything else other than the exact source, right? At the end of the day, when it comes to intention in the bathroom, most folks understand to get in and out. And if you're saying that this person's ill intention was to look at the young girls in the bathroom this entire time, then yes, that is absolutely fucking wrong.
I made that claim that he went in there specifically to look at them. I said he was in there. Whatever his eyes did while he was in there doesn't matter.
Okay. So again, you said him just being in there, period, is wrong, right? But then you changed it to, he was looking at the girls. That's why I asked you, was there reports stating that he was looking at the girls? At the end of the day,
I already said yes.
Again, okay, then that's fine. So I'm more worried about him going in there looking at the girls than him just going in and changing for the fucking event. I'm more worried about him looking at the fucking girls.
Oh, you're what? So you care if he goes?
I am more worried about him looking at the girls.
I'm more worried about a grown adult male in changing rooms with girls, whether he looks at them or not, whether he looks down to the floor or he looks at them. He does not belong in that space with young underage girls changing their clothes. That's fucking diabolical.
So again, it comes down to fucking intention. I already stated that if he was actually looking at the girls, then that's fucking wrong. But if he's only going in there to change for the fucking event, right? And he's not doing anything ill-intentioned towards the fucking girls, like looking at him. If he wasn't doing that, then again, it comes down to intention. But if he was looking at the girls, it's fucking wrong. It's fucking wrong. Again, it comes down to fucking intention. We literally just had an incident here in this country. We literally just had an incident in this country where a man took his daughters into the bathroom, into the women's bathroom, right? We literally just had okay, you saw that. And guess who was the person that had the number one issue with that?
Women.
No, it wasn't a woman that had a problem with it. It was not a woman that had a problem with a father taking his daughters into the women's restroom. It was an old ass motherfucker that had the door wide open while a grown man, a father, was helping his daughters to the women's restroom. The only
other going to change the subject, and you're not gonna address this topic, are you?
No. This is not changing the fucking subject. This is not. This is very on point with my entire point of intention. This is literally my entire point. Because again, we just had a conversation with a father in this country literally going into the women's restroom with his daughters. The only person that had a problem with it was another old ass man. The woman that worked at that gas station had no fucking problem with it. Had no problem with it.
Fantastic. Let me ask you a question. How do we determine intent? How do we know what somebody's intent is? You go say that guy Emily was going into the locker room with those girls, and his intention was not to cause them harm. He just went in there and changed. With
So
the
hold on.
girls.
So wait a minute.
Are you okay with that?
What are you talking about? Are we still on the father? Are we?
No,
Wait.
we're- I'm back to the point that
are
you're
you
not
changing the
addressing.
father?
No,
Go
I'm
ahead.
trying to go back to the original point.
Okay. What original
The
point?
original point was you're talking about intent. So I'm asking you, how do you prove intent?
By there being no issues. If the girls didn't say anything about a man creepily looking at them, then again, there shouldn't be an issue because he went in there and
Oh,
he
wow,
went out
that's
to change.
crazy. That's crazy. So you think it's okay for grown men to go in changing rooms with young girls if the girls don't complain about it?
Did I not just mention, again, it comes down to intention. I
Dude, look
literally
at your
just,
chat. Even your chat disagrees with you. That's crazy.
dude, these are your fucking followers. These are
No,
clearly your
no.
fucking followers.
This is
These are
insane that you're
clearly
actually
your
saying-
fucking, these are clearly your fucking
And can't
followers.
men should
These
not
are
be going
clearly
into
your,
women's locker rooms.
these are clearly
Or
your
girls.
fucking followers. These are clearly your followers. Let's not do that. Let's be so serious right now. Let's be so fucking serious, right? Again, I literally narrowed this down as clear as crystally possible, okay? It comes down to intention. If the girls didn't say anything, right, then why do we have an issue other than the fact that this person was only going in there to change and to get out?
How do you prove
blank,
intent?
period.
I keep
I
asking
literally
you.
just told you how you prove intent. As long as nobody fucking complained about it or said that they did any harm to them. That's literally what the fuck I said. That's literally what the fuck I said.
If a man grapes a woman while she's sedated with like a roofie, and nobody knew about it, and nobody said anything about it, is that okay with you because nobody was hurt and nobody complained about it? What about his intention? Maybe his intention
What the
wasn't too bad.
fuck? What
But that's
the
your
fuck?
this is your point. This is your
How the
argument.
fuck are we comparing this to roofing somebody?
Because you're talking about intent. Very simple. Young girls do not have the ability
How the
to
fuck
consent
is that?
for grown
How
men
the
to be in
fuck
their space.
are we comparing that to roofing somebody?
Because you're saying intent matters.
Because again, at the end of the day, you are absolutely. Intent absolutely matters. There are plenty of women that have no problem in this country allowing transgender people to share a bathroom with them.
I'm not
There
one
are
of them.
plenty. That is your own fucking anecdotal. That is your own opinion at the end of the day, right? It comes down to intention. If one of those women actually are speaking up and saying, hey, this motherfucker was creepy as fuck and
If
did
he wasn't
something.
creepy as fuck.
If
What
he
if he
wasn't
was
creepy,
there?
if he
Yeah.
wasn't being, thank you so much for proving my point. If
Yeah,
they
perfect. Go
wasn't
ahead.
being creepy, if they weren't being creepy, then why the fuck are we sitting there trying to speak for women that had no issue with it?
So
If he
the guy
wasn't
was
being
in there-
creepy, if he wasn't
I'm
being
answering
creepy, then who are you to speak for the women that have no issue with it? Because again,
Wait,
like you said,
you're proving my point again. How do you know his intent? When the guy steps his foot into the door, how do you know what his intent? Let's just follow me here for a second. I'm trying to have a good faith conversation with you. If
Okay.
the guy opens up the door, it says woman. This is a trans woman, right? This is a man that wants to be a woman. He opens up the door in a locker room in a gym and puts his foot in the door. Okay? How do you immediately prove intent at that moment? How do
What do
you
you
know
mean?
why that man is in there?
what do you mean by putting his foot in the door?
Guy walks in the door. How do you prove his intent the moment he walks in there? You have to wait until something happens, or do you allow him to just go about his business and hope nothing happens?
So once again,
You understand my point?
I see what you're trying to say. So once again, there have been plenty of scenarios like this all the fucking time. Literally. Not just the father that I mentioned earlier with his daughters, but also in numerous occasions where even women have had to stay lined up outside of a bathroom and then they decide to go into the men's bathroom, right? And we also understand that they also have to use the bathroom. It is literally the point of intent when they are trying to solely use the bathroom, right? If there's men lined up at the men's bathroom, they're probably either going to stay standing outside or somebody's going to probably rush into the women's bathroom to use the fucking bathroom, right? It comes down to intent as long as they are not doing anything ill intent towards the fucking women. And I'm guarantee you the women are probably going to watch them the entire fucking time to make sure they don't do anything fucking suspicious, right? So again, why is that interesting?
Because you're actually saying that women are going to watch the man in the space to make sure that this man doesn't do anything to violate them. Why not let the man in the bathroom in the first place at all?
Because women, evidently, they have a terrible experience with a lot of cisgender men that have already done terrible things to women.
That's not women's problem, though. Women and girls don't have to take the responsibility of men that are afraid of other men.
Nobody said they're taking the responsibility, but that's a natural response to keep an eye on a man and make sure that he is not having ill intent.
I'm sorry, I don't think you're tracking. It's not a woman's responsibility to be an
I did not say
an emotional support dog for men that are afraid
emotional
of other men.
support dog.
Yes,
Hold
we're
on a
not
minute.
their emotional support dogs.
Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything about an emotional support dog. I simply said women's justified trauma of cisgender men absolutely have people will pay attention to men that come into the bathroom. That's literally all I'm saying. They are absolutely justified in the trauma that has been caused by cisgender men. So it makes perfect sense that they're going to keep an eye on a man to make sure they don't have ill intent. Nobody said anything about emotional support dogs whatsoever. I don't know why you reduced women down to emotional support dogs. I don't expect women to be. I don't expect women at all to have to do anything for men at all. Don't. Right. The bottom line is it comes down to intent. When using the bathroom, we all fully fucking understand that there are creeps out here. We do. If that man in fucking Canada was a creep, then that is unacceptable. I agree with you with that. That is completely fucking unacceptable. If the children said he was doing some weird shit, I'm gonna believe the fucking children. I completely fucking agree with you on that. I do. What I will not do is sit here and use women's trauma from cisgender men to justify generalizing transgender women that do not do shit to men at all. At all. The one incident you have of a transgender person going into a fucking changing room and they got caught looking at girls. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. But what you're doing,
I have thousands of incidents. Not just one, I have thousands. They're in women's prisons, getting them raped and impregnated. We removed a man that was trans from Shakopee, Minnesota women's prison who sexually essayed his 7-year-old niece and uploaded it to a child porn site. So you don't know what you're talking about.
Christy, just so we're very clear, transgender people experience much higher rates of sexual assault in both men and women's prisons. That is whatever the fuck you're talking about. Again, it is completely unacceptable, but we are not going to generalize all transgender people. Transgender people experience significantly higher rates of sexual assault in both men and women's prisons. That is a fact. We even see it now in modern society where we have women that sexually assault transgender men and harass transgender men for using the fucking bathroom assigned to them at birth. So let's not fucking do that.
Them? Wait, you're saying that
yes, sexually assault.
Yes, transgender men in the bathroom.
Yes, it has happened. It has happened.
You're sitting here telling me, a woman, that trans women experience more SA. Do you know why they experience more SA? Because they do S work. That's why they have such high rates of SA.
No.
Yes,
no,
they
the
do.
fuck it's not. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, yes, it is.
What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Nothing is
What
wrong
is wrong with you?
I'm telling you facts. You don't like it.
That's not a fucking fact.
You
Please
should
pull
never
up the source.
stick up for men that want to be women. You should stick up for women and girls.
Please pull up the source for that. Please pull up the source for that. Please pull up the source for that. That they experience
high rates of SA?
Yes, please provide the source that they are experiencing sexual assault because they're prostitutes. Please. I'll wait. Because what the fuck? What the fuck? With all the patience in my soul. If there's, again, I need a 1 in the chat if you're transgender. I need a 1 in the chat if you're transgender, respectfully. I need a 1 in the chat. I will send you an invite. Silva, I saw you first. SVA, I saw you first. Send an invite. Because again, I shouldn't even be speaking for transgender people. But again, I need one of y'all to send an invite. Hold on a minute.
Why shouldn't you be speaking for them if you let them speak for women? We'll be right back.
They're not speaking for women. They're just saying they identify as a woman because woman is still a social construct amongst human beings, respectfully. Oh, that's a mod. Who? Okay, where all the ones go? I can send you an invite. Keep putting in a 1 if you're transgender. I can't send you an invite. Okay, that's a lot of. That's two
Hey,
people.
what's up, Zay?
Hello.
I'm 20. What I find very interesting is how you're sitting up here and you're blaming men. You're blaming trans women for what men do. But babes, aren't you a Republican? And aren't like Republican men like known for going into dressing rooms of little girls and like
Oh,
watching
like
them
Donald
because
Trump?
they own the place?
I don't
Yeah,
support Donald Trump.
but you said that you're a Republican.
When did I say I was a Republican?
I don't think
I
she ever.
actually, I actually was a
I don't-
Democrat my entire
on
life.
your
I'm
page,
independent now.
on your page.
No, I left the Democratic Party. Doesn't mean I'm a Republican. There's an independent party.
Wait, baby, you said that you were a Republican in one of your videos, though.
No,
What are you talking
no,
about? And you
I'm a
literally like,
Republican?
and what's crazy is that you literally like and I remember this too. What's crazy is that you
Go.
literally like the comment of a black person saying that, oh, being called Democrat is being called Democrat is worse than being called the N word, and you hearted that.
Oh, yeah, put it- show- yeah,
so
put
what's
it-
up? So
watch
what's up
this.
with
Watch-
that?
watch how easy this
What's
is.
up? No, shut the fuck
put it
up,
up.
Christopher.
Put
Shut
it
up,
up.
Christopher.
Why
Shut up,
don't you put the
Christopher.
screenshot up?
Christopher, shut the
Okay,
fuck up.
okay. Over
Put it up,
talking.
liar.
Over talking. I don't do the over talking. Okay. So, Ariana. Just to understand, are you transgender? Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you very much. Can I please get your age?
I'm 20.
Thank you very much. What year and day were you born?
October 2nd, 2005.
Okay. Normally I do 21 and up, but I'll make this one exception because I need somebody to speak for their community specifically. Go ahead.
Queen. Yeah. So, Christy, again, I'm sorry, but you trying to blame trans women for what cis men do, that's not our problem, baby. The outrage is targeted to us, and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. You claim to
I
hate
hold all
men.
males
Stop
to the
talking.
same
Can you not
standard.
talk while I'm talking?
All males get held
Can
to
you
the
not
same
talk? Do
standard,
you lack
brother.
impulse control?
All males get held
You lack
to the
impulse
same
control.
standard.
You lack impulse control. So again, like I was saying before, you are trying to direct this. You're trying to direct your anger to fucking trans women. That's unacceptable.
Male
Trans women
people.
have done nothing to you. Trans women have done nothing. Okay, but specifically,
Are you a male person?
Can we bring up cis? Can we bring up cis men crimes? Can we bring up the crimes?
you a male
versus the
person?
cis
I
men
have the
versus
stats.
trans women?
I
Can
have
we
the
bring up?
prison
Can we bring
stats.
up crimes? Can we bring up? Okay.
Just really quick. Person and people are also a social construct. Male person, male people. Using the terms people and person are also social constructs.
Does a person mean an
Just like-
animal? Oh.
No, it means a human.
Oh.
Just like human
Yeah,
is also
so it has
just
one
like
meaning.
human,
Gotcha.
just like human also
Right.
is a social construct.
Right. But it has one meaning, right?
But we're talking about humans, are we not? It's still a
Right.
social
right.
construct.
A person is a human being, right? Not
Still,
an animal.
still a still a social construct.
Everything is socially constructed, but words have meaning.
Exactly. Thank you. Just like
Like when we
sex and
talked
gender.
about women's health
Just like
care.
sex and gender. Just
Right?
like
When we
sex and
talk
gender.
about women's
Thank you so
healthcare,
much.
what are we talking about?
Just like sex and gender. Thank you so much for
When we
proving the
talk
point.
about women's healthcare, are we talking about what? What are we talking about? What sex?
Healthcare.
Which
It's
sex?
still healthcare.
No. Which sex gets women's healthcare?
Women's healthcare includes those that identify or they are biologically male or female. Excuse me, biologically female.
Perfect. What would they need to do for women's healthcare? Male people.
What do you mean?
In what context would a male person need women's healthcare?
Yo.
What are you referring to? Okay, what are you referring to with women's healthcare? What do
Anything
you
associated with women's bodies.
and what about women's bodies? Because transgender women have breasts too, you know.
Men have breasts. I don't care about that.
Right. So again,
Breasts
transgender
aren't
women
exclusive to female people.
Trans women have breasts. Transgender men have breasts. So
Yes.
if they have to get care on their breasts, it's still going to be women's healthcare.
I'm asking
It's
you-
still called women's healthcare.
I'm asking you, in what case would a male person need to receive women's healthcare?
What type of women's healthcare?
Anything that has to do with female reproductive anatomy.
Vaginoplasties.
Oh, okay. So now the vagina again, like you continue to do.
I didn't talk about
No, I
you
said
keep bringing
that.
up the
I
vagina.
said
Do you think
that. I
the
said
female
vaginoplasty.
reproductive anatomy is only the vagina?
Hold on. You're the only one that continues to bring up female reproductive anatomy. What
Yeah,
the fuck do you
You
think
just
that means?
asked me what I'm talking about for women's healthcare, and I'm giving you my answer. The answer is anything that has to do with the female reproductive anatomy.
Right.
Okay.
Which would be the organs, dummy. Like, are
Okay,
you not tracking?
brother-
Like, are you,
Uncle
like, why
Ari,
are you
Uncle
not?
Ari,
why are you not tracking?
Okay. No
Uncle
name
Ari,
calling.
what's the
Please no
organs?
name. Please no name
Like-
calling. Please no name calling. Please no name calling. Seriously. Please no name calling. Thank you.
Really simple. My question is, in what context would a male human being need to get women's healthcare?
I just gave you the context.
What's the healthcare?
Yeah, so a trans woman getting a vaginoplasty. We
That's
can talk
not
about
women's
breast
healthcare.
tissue.
That's cosmetic
That would
surgery.
be a part. That would be a. I'm not talking about this. I'm not talking about the surgery, getting the surgery itself. I'm talking about like the aftercare of it and the follow-ups.
That's post-surgical care.
That's still women's
Anybody
healthcare.
can get
That would still be
It's not
women's health care.
That's still health-
because
still
they're
women's.
tending to-
That's
oh my
not.
God.
No, that's post-surgical
she's
care.
lost.
Anybody can get that.
That's still women's healthcare.
Does anybody get post-surgical care?
Hello.
That's still women's healthcare.
I'm
That's
talking
still
about
women's
the
healthcare.
female. Okay, let me start again because you guys can't track, especially Uncle Ari at the top. In what context?
No
All
name
right,
calling.
Christopher.
No name calling.
All right,
Please.
Christopher.
What the fuck? No name
Call
calling.
him. I said uncle. He probably has nephews and nieces.
Please, Christy, if you're going to be up here,
Don't get your
stop
testicles in
being
a
a
bunch. I
fucking
dare you to
ass.
check your husband's phone.
have
I
a
don't have
conversation.
I don't have testicles like you, brother. Sorry.
Aw, bitch, you're fucking mad.
I don't have testes. I don't have dick and.
Christy, be quiet. Goddamn, just have
All right,
the
all right,
fucking
all right.
conversation you're gonna have.
Okay, sorry. No dick and balls.
Yo, this bitch is so fucking mad.
You know it's funny because it's true.
Do something. I'd rather have.
If you're
Weird
not
things.
going to have a genuine conversation, you can literally leave the fucking panel, Christy.
But I'm allowed. But he can call me a man, and I can't. I can't punch
I'm
back
not.
at him.
Oh,
So y'all both got masked. Y'all both got TikTok flagged y'all both for some interesting reason. That's actually crazy. There should be no reporting at all. There should be no reporting at all, y'all. There
See
should
the
be
algorithm
no.
picking up like certain words. It's not being.
Yeah,
recorded.
it should have got you too because you're over here being transphobic. But I digress. There should be no reporting, even if it's the algorithm and just reminding everyone. There should be no reporting at all. Continue to tap the screen, like the live, share the live, guys. That's actually fucking crazy. I literally tried to tell y'all, no name calling, please. Ariana, you got reported. You can only come back after 10 minutes. You can only come back after 10 minutes. If you have a separate account, then you can come back from a separate account. But yeah, that's crazy. Y'all both got fucking reported. That's wild as fuck.
Sorry, gentlemen. And the actually it's one woman.
Please shut the hell up, Christy. Please shut the hell up.
Be nice,
Holy
Uncle.
sh. No, please shut the hell up. Seriously. You
Okay, in what
continue.
context would a male person get women's healthcare?
You literally continue to do it. You literally continue to do it.
Just asking you, what context would a male person need women's health care?
So again, post the surgery, right? And they have to continue to care for the vagina after the surgery. Do they not?
Have a vagina.
They
They have
clearly,
it's an inverted It's an inverted dingling.
but it's a vagina now.
What's
Medically,
a
it's
vagina?
vagina. So it's medically
You've been talking
vagina.
about vaginas all day. Let's talk about the vagina. What does a vagina do? What's the 3 functions of a vagina, Zay? I'll tell you what it is because I know you don't know because you think eggs come from vaginas. Vagina's function is menstruation, child.
Yeah, stop it.
And
I've said ovaries numerous times. I've literally said ovaries numerous times. You're the only one that's trying to focus on trying to say that I said that vaginas produce eggs. I said the ovaries. I know I've said the ovaries multiple times. It is the ovaries. Let's not do this. Please, let's not try to act like a smartass. Seriously, I know I said ovaries numerous fucking times now. Chat, I know I said ovaries numerous fucking times produce the eggs. I know I said that. Please be so serious right now.
And
Like
I asked you,
what the fuck?
context would they need women's
Like,
health
what
care?
the
You're saying
fuck?
a vaginoplasty? It's not a vagina. It's an inverted ding dong.
It will still be medically a vagina after the procedure, wouldn't that?
No, it wouldn't. It's an inverted ding dong.
Hold on. Doctors will not see it as a vagina.
No, they would not.
Why wouldn't doctors see it as a vagina after the
Because
procedure?
it's not a vajayjay. What?
So again, according to who? According to fucking who, the doctors won't see it as a vagina.
It's because it's not.
According to who, the doctors will not see it as a vagina.
Fillet of soling of a ding dong.
According to who, the doctors will not see it as a vagina.
I just answered you. Nobody sees that as a vajayjay. It's just a hole.
We're denying how doctors will proceed with procedures now. Is that what we're
No,
doing?
doctors can call it whatever they want, but it's not that thing.
So again, the doctors are going to define it how they see it for medical procedures after the procedure is done, right? If the doctors are going to medically call it the vagina and how they're going to treat it as such, then you're the only one that wants to disagree with the fucking doctors. You want to call it an inverted penis? That's your own anecdote. That's your own that is literally your own feelings, Christy. But you want to deny
that's literally
science.
what it
You want to deny how qualified doctors will fucking view it. That's your own fucking problem, not theirs. That's your own problem.
I'm telling you it's not a vajayjay.
And guess what? Doctors are going to disagree.
It's a
Doctors
fillet
are
of
going to
soul.
disagree.
It's a fillet of soul ding dong that's slit down the middle and flipped
Doctors are
inside
going to
out.
disagree. Doctors are going to disagree, and you're not a
Not gonna
fucking
disagree.
doctor.
No doctor is going to say that that is an actual vajayjay.
Bullshit. They are.
They can pretend it
they're
is,
going
like
to
they
disagree.
pretend that they're women. They'll
They're
pretend like
doctors
they
though,
pretend
so they're
women.
going to medically acknowledge them with vaginas. Are they not? You're not a doctor.
I already said no.
You're not a doctor,
They'll
so
already-
you're
they'll also
and
call men
you're not a
women.
doctor, and you're speaking for doctors. That's bravo. Just
Well, and they're
bravo,
not women, and you're
Christy.
letting them speak for women.
Bravo.
Bravo.
So again, nobody's speaking for women at all. Nobody's
You're
speaking for
letting men-
women.
You're letting male people speak for women.
Transgender people have literally advocated for y'all fucking rights too.
No, they
What is
haven't.
wrong
They're
with you?
actually taking my rights
They
away.
have. They have.
taking my
What are we
rights
talking
away.
about? Do you not realize if abortion rights are taken away from biological female women, then that also goes for transgender men that have vaginas as well? Do you not understand that?
All female people have access to abortion.
Female
Yes.
people. What happened to women? What happened to women?
Well, you're talking about
what happened to
trans
women,
men.
Christy?
Well,
what happened to
girls also-
women?
Well, because girls also access.
What? No. What happened to women? No,
I just answered you.
from the very beginning. You sat here. You wanted to narrow them down to their reproductive organ, right? You said transgender men aren't men. They're just women. They're biologically women, right? That's what you said. But now you had narrowed it down. You changed it to they're female people,
because
female
girls-
people, and female
because-
person.
Yes,
like
because
what?
Because young girls also get abortions. Hello, it's not exclusive to women. Girls
No.
also have to get. Listen, girls also
No
get abortions.
fucking shit. No
Perfect.
fucking
So
shit.
female people
no
covers all
fucking
of them.
shit. So guess what? That goes for transgender men that are men.
Correct. They're a female
Okay
person.
then. So you acknowledge them as men.
They're a female person.
Transgender men are men.
They're female people. If they
They're
get pregnant,
They are female people that
Thank you.
identify as men.
don't care. They're a female.
No.
person.
They are female people that identify as men.
Which I don't care.
You don't care because you won't respect somebody's gender identity. Thank
They
you so
have
much for
access
proving
to
the fucking
they
point.
have access
Thank
to
you so
abortion.
much. Thank you so much for proving the
They have
fucking point
access-
of this entire conversation. You being the transgender, not even the transgender, you being the transphobic prick that you are, you just refuse to acknowledge someone's gender identity. This female person, you refuse to identify them as a man and respect them because they identify as a man. You want to reduce them down to being a female person, just like women, just like girls, that also have their abortion rights being taken away. Thank you so much for
That's the
proving the
only-
goddamn point. Thank you
The
so
only
much.
type of women's healthcare is abortion. You think the only type of women's healthcare is abortion?
Of course fucking not. We literally just had someone up here say
Perfect.
this.
What else is there? I told you vaginoplasty is not exclusive for females. That's not women's health care.
The checkups and procedures after that procedure are going to be considered women's health care. That's what
No.
I said. They are. They are.
It's
They
not.
are. They are. Like what the fuck?
It's really not though.
It really is though. Yes, it really is though. The fact that you want to deny what doctors are going to proceed it as, qualified fucking doctors, is your own fucking problem. I'm sorry. Anywho's, Kiki, you're glitching a lot. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry.
You're very muffled. You're very muffled. I'm sorry. You're very muffled. If you could try to fix that as soon as possible, that'd be much appreciated. Judy?
Yes. Is this
Judy-
better?
That is much better. Can I please get both of y'all
Okay.
ages?
I am 33. I have 14 years in medicine. I have every qualification from cradle to grave. I currently work in radiology. Christy, do you know what gynecomastia is?
Oh, you're pronouncing it wrong. Gynecomastia. Yes, that's an increase of estrogen in males in the developed breast
Yeah.
tissue.
And that's
You
why
still
it's
cut
gonna
out
be in
just
my
a little bit.
office, right? And an OB-GYN.
That's not exclusive to females.
That's why they would be in my
I'm
OB-GYN
pretty sure
office.
about 60% of males get gynecomastia in their lifetime. Next.
How many?
She's
How many
so Kiki.
60% of males have gynecomastia at some point in their life.
So
Next.
Kiki. So hold on.
Okay.
So Kiki,
what happens
you're glitching.
when they overproduce estrogen?
They put them on aromatase inhibitors to
They
lower
have
their
to come
estrogen.
to me. They have to come to me to get that. So it's produced.
Wait, so you're saying any
They
male
would
person?
be in my OBGYN office.
That's
So
not true. They could go to an endocrinologist.
Hold on a minute. So Kiki,
No, they cannot.
Hold on, Kiki, just wait. So you're I don't know what's going on, but you're cutting out a whole lot. I missed several pieces of what you were saying. You were cutting out a lot. If you can try to fix that as quickly as possible, and I'll let you continue what you were saying. That being said, Judy, are you there?
Yes.
Welcome to the house today. Can I please get your age?
19.
Okay, we are only looking for 21 and up. I'm going to drop you down,
I
okay?
did ask the host and I'm sorry, the mod, and she still let me up.
Because you're transgender.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll make an exception for this conversation, okay? Just really quick. But did you want to say something really quick while Kiki fix what's going on with her?
I think, to be honest, it's all just hate. I mean, I just want to exist. But, like, about the claim of the person who was at the Canada, competing with children, if they really don't pass, I don't really think that they should be there just because, the safety, or just, because the girls are little and, adults, regardless of their gender identity, shouldn't really be changing in front of children. I don't agree with that.
I would just argue that I don't care if male people pass as women. They shouldn't be in there, period.
Okay.
So Judy, just out of curiosity, just for clarification, are you a transgender woman or are you a transgender man?
Transgender demi-girl.
Okay,
So,
I have no idea what that means. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means.
So yeah, I am a transgender woman, but sometimes I'm gender non-conforming, but it doesn't really matter.
Okay, well, I mean, according to Christy, you shouldn't be allowed in women's restrooms.
Correct.
I don't really care, I don't really care what she says. It's just, I think it's just hate, to be honest.
We know that men don't care about what women say. That's been going on for centuries, thousands of years. We already know that.
Okay, yeah, your opinions are invalid, and there's no justification for you literally making up these false claims that men can just enter in women's restrooms. They shouldn't have to. They don't have to take hormones to enter in women's restrooms and assault them. Literally, why should a transgender woman be excluded from women's restrooms?
Because you're not a female person. That's why.
Okay.
So then transgender men should be allowed in women's restrooms.
They're female, so they have the legal right to use them. Yes.
What legal right? There's no laws behind. There's no laws.
There's all kinds of laws for women's spaces. Women's sports, there's regulations. Sure, absolutely, there's.
Regulations are not laws. They're not state laws.
Yes, they are. You know what? Title IX is a federal law, and it has regulations in there.
So again, is that based off
to schools.
Again, there's a difference between a school policy or a state or sport regulations if they're in accordance with state laws and country laws, right? But there are still two distinct things. They can have different regulations. But just so we're very clear about something, right? You